Okay, welcome. Today's session. The last time we looked at the theory of research, and we look at how we are able to derive our perceptual theory through the research phenomenon that we have identified. Is that not it? Okay. Today we want to begin the idea of coming out with research topic. How to get a research topic. How do you get a research topic? You want to do a research. You want to do a research, but all your actions in the research process will be determined by the research topic that you are pursuing. So let's look at some of the practical things that you can do to be able to come out with a research topic. The first one that we will talk about, which mostly it is reserved for those who are practitioners in research, is what we call brainstorming. Brainstorming works much in the context of social science research. And it works for people who are known as experts, people who have been doing research. Remember, whenever you're doing a research, you review current literature. And the review of the current literature helps you to be able to accumulate enough facts and information about the phenomenon of the study. And out of that, intuitively, you can use your brainstorming capacity to come out with a topic and then you pursue it. Or you can use the brainstorming to create the research phenomenon, just like we saw, and out of it, the issues that you handle, the concept will emerge out of the issues, and then you're able to connect those issues. So brainstorming is a very, very useful approach in coming out with a topic. Also, you have to understand that though you brainstorm, as I said earlier, that you have to be able to gather a lot of facts. That will help you to be able to do that. Okay, so that's the first approach normally you can use to get your research topic. Second one is literature review. Literature review is very, very important. Especially if you do what we call thematic analysis, literature review, I'll show you. That will expose to you the area of research of interest and the amount of research that has been done in that area. Based on that, you'll be able to come out with a problem. Remember, when we were formulating the research phenomenon, we get what a problem. So if you review literature, you'll be able to identify problems that are existing in the area of the research. And that one can serve as a basis for you to be able to come out with a problem. And when you are reviewing the literature, you have to consider the topics that other people have used in that area. I remember when I was writing my first article, I had the idea alright, but it was very difficult for me as to how to craft the topic. So I sampled about 20 of such similar studies, and then I look at the way they have framed their topic, and out of it I was able to frame my own topic. And when I put it out for publication, they accepted it for publication and then I got it published. So if you want to get an idea about how topics are structured, even the thesis, it means that you have to go to the library and look at how other people's thesis have been couched, the topic has been couched, and that one will help you. You can equally also go online and look at how they frame topics of thesis. If it is an article, the same thing, you can load a lot of articles, and you know how they have formulated the topic, and you can follow the same thing to be able to come out with similar topic. So that is how literature review can really help you to do that. Next one is what you can do what you call consulting. You can do consulting. You can go for consultation or services, like you have come to our outfit. You want to do a research and you want us to help you come out with a good topic if you can. It is allowed. because research-based firms, they have information regarding feasibility studies, and they will know most of the time what is really happening on the field of research, so they can easily help you to get an area that will be of interest. So these are some of the means that you can use. Consulting can be formal or informal, okay? So formal one is where you approach formal organizations. Then you also have informal. It can be your colleagues in class, but you know that this particular person is good when it comes to research. So you can go to her and ask her that if she's knowledgeable about the area you want to do the research. Then that friend can help you come up with the topic, okay? These are practical things that we can do to be able to get a research topic. Now, if you have your research topic, then you can do your research. But if you don't have your research topic, then a lot of issues will come up. So let's look at, first of all, the qualities of a good research topic. It's not every topic that you bring that people will say, oh, this is a good topic. So let's quickly look at the qualities of a good research topic. Qualities of a good research topic. So the qualities. First of all, we are teaching you more of quantitative research. So you should be able to state categorically, at least the dependent variable and the independent variable. Independent variable. You should be able to categorically highlight what constitutes the dependent variable or independent variable in every topic that you bring. For qualitative studies, we don't have dependent and independent variable. But for quantitative, at least, you should be able to state what constitutes the dependent and independent variable in the study.
Say qualitative, we don't have dependent.
Normally, issues about dependent and independent are prominently featured, and they are directly linked in the case of quantitative studies based on the theory. So you should be able to tell us what your independent variable is and what your dependent variable is. Okay. Next is that your topic should signal the research approach. Topic should signal the research approach. There are so many approaches that are there. At least as of now, we have three basic research approaches. We have the quantitative research approach, the qualitative research approach, and the mixed research approach. Now, we are saying that when you come up with a topic, if people read, they should be able to know that it is what? Qualitative or quantitative research. They should be able to identify that. And the ability to really identify that is based on how you state the dependent and the independent variables. This is why I said at least though, but there could be more other what? Variables. There could be more other variables, including moderating variables, mediating variables, control variables, confounding variables, and the rest. Okay? So if people read your research topic, if these things are emerging, they can detect that no, this study is likely to be qualitative or is likely to be quantitative. And the variables should be distinct. They should be distinct from each other. Very, very important. They should be distinct from each other. They should be measurable. The variable should be what? Distinct and measurable. That is not the third point though. I'm just explaining when we indicate the variables, it should signal those things. Okay? So the variables should be what? Distinct from each other. We should see that they are clear different concepts. And then they should be measurable. So when you want to do a research, by virtue of having distinctive kind of concepts and also having the ability to measure them, you have to first of all consult or do what we call literature review, so that you know the key concept that you are interested in, and you also know how those concepts are measured. If you know how those variables are conceptualized and how they are also measured, then you are good to go. But if you don't know, for instance, when you talk about mechanized agriculture, for instance, what is it? How is it measured? How is that different from traditional agriculture? It should be different. Do you understand? When you talk about religious orientation in political, whatever, it should be different from the choice of political leaders. Is that not it? It should be different. Also, you must have skills to be able to measure them. And as we do literature review, we will appreciate those things. So that is it. Next important thing is that if you have a topic, the topic should not be too lengthy. Okay? The topic should not be the number of words should be reasonable. The number of words should be what? Reasonable. If we come up with a topic and before people read the entire topic, they even forget about what they have already read earlier. It doesn't make sense, right? So some people propose some limits of words. People say that some are saying that it should be less than 21 words, or less than or equal to 21.
The number of words.
So I'll let you come up with a topic. I mean, count the number of words in it.
But I didn't reach statement. It didn't even be near like 50.
You are coming. Next thing is that your research topic should signal the context of the study. Should signal the context. And by context, we are looking at the scope. So we have to look at the scope of the study. In terms of one, industry, two, geographical location, and also topical scope or coverage. When you come out with a research topic, yes, I'm coming. It's afraid. Okay. So your research should what? Show these three things. Industry of affiliation. You must also know where the study is being carried out. And then it must also tell us the scope. So these contextual issues are very, very important. Because if you do the research and we don't know where you did it, how can we apply, or how can we base on your findings to make a decision if you don't know the circumstances? And by bringing these three aspects of the scope to help you to make it clear for other people to understand your study. It should not be ambiguous, okay? It should not be ambiguous. Ambiguity comes in when your topic will mean entirely different things to different people. That really limits the novelty of the research. In fact, if people read your topic and they don't even know what they are really up to, then it means that there's something wrong somewhere. Okay? It means that there's something wrong somewhere. So when you come out with any topic at all, we should be able to see that the topic is not something that is misleading. It should be clear. If it is 1 plus 1, it should be 1 plus 1. If it is Kofi and Nama, it should be Kofi and Nama. So that people will really understand what you are really doing. And your topic should be interesting and well. Should be interesting and novel. The topic should be interesting and what? Novel. When you come out with a research topic that people read, it doesn't sound interesting. I mean, it is not something that clicks on the minds of people. For instance, you are going to do research in the area of marketing, and you go and say, I want to look at the effect of location on customer behavior. This is interesting in marketing, but you can really couch it in a nice way that will reflect the concept that you want to really capture in your topic. Perhaps you can think about geography and marketing. Geography and what? Marketing. Where lies the relationship? In a very nice way. Your topic, and to make it interesting, it also means that the literature review that you do should be current. If it is current, you always know the key issues that are happening around the industry or on the topic that you are doing the research. So if you don't do current literature review, that is where the problem is. If you do current literature review, you'll be able to get concepts that are important. I'm telling you, in our time, certain things are important to us now than they were to some people in 50 years back. Is that not it? Or some 10 years ago, 50 years ago, our mothers were thinking about buying clothing and put them in their wardrobe. Now, you think that is what our mothers are thinking about? Living an inheritance, building businesses, taking care of their children. So things change, right? So you have to always, if you do literature review, the current one, it will help you to know what is really happening around. And that can really help you to couch a good research topic, which is interesting and novel. Novel means that your research should be unique. It should contribute to knowledge in a different way. It should be unique and should contribute to knowledge. It should be unique and contribute to knowledge in an interesting way or important way. Because if you do a research and what your research comes out with, it is something that this man's work has already spoken about and found. What are you adding? Is that not it? If you come and tell me that you are intelligent because you know 1 plus 1 is 2, will anybody agree to that? Because everybody knows that 1 plus 1 is what 2. Research has proven that. But if you're able to come and say 1 plus 1 is 2 point something, justify it based on theory and evidence, then your work is what? Unique and novel. So another term they use for novelty is what we call originality. They should see that your work is what? Original. And your topic should help you to be able to achieve that originality. Next one is that your topic should not preempt the outcome. Should not preempt the research outcome. The topic should not preempt the research outcome. They see people couching research of like the effect of the influence of. If you know the influence, why do you go on and do the research? And here I'm talking the language of academic writing when it comes to theses and dissertations. For some articles, if you write them in that way, they will accept them for publication. But when it comes to thesis dissertation, you cannot preempt the outcome. If you already know that the influence of religiosity on choice of leadership among people, you're already telling us. So why do you have to go and do the research? So your research topic should not really preempt the outcome. So anything that will let us have to preempt the outcome, we take them off. You understand? We take them off, and at the end of the day, when we fix all those things, we'll be able to come out with a good research topic. There are other factors that we can look at, but I think that if you follow these basic strategies, it can help you to really come out with a good research topic.